Kenny. Kenny, it's time. Run. What were you doing?
I was kind of training, warming up a little bit.
You're really out of breath.
Yeah, kind of. I was doing jumping jacks.
So what's with the hat?
Oh, I thought maybe I look cool.
Kenny, you don't need a hat to look cool.
All right. Well, it's on because I want to look cool.
Is it because you want to do like Rocky?
That too, but my head's cool.
It's because you're bald.
All right.
Okay, so what is on the agenda today?
Today, my top back exercises.
Ooh!
It's going to be fun because back is a big muscle group. And you have to get it from different angles. So there'll be all sorts of angles in my back workout. And there's going to be some exercises that you probably never saw.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
Sounds like a back attack.
Right.
Were you going to say that?
No, but it is a back attack.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. You want to know what back attack reminds me of?
What's that?
Cobra Kai.
Okay.
Are you guys watching that on Netflix, Cobra Kai?
It's Karate Kid 2020.
I'm the Cobra Kai side.
Okay, I'm Mr. Miyagi / LaRusso.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But, I'm a second-degree black belt, right?
I'm a brown, black, James Brooks leather belt.
Good one. Okay, so is there anything that you want to share? Is there any news?
Yes. The pandemic's crazy. I can't justify putting on spin classes. There's sweat, there's heavy breathing. I personally, as an instructor, would not feel safe in the same room as 20 people doing a spin class. So what we're thinking of doing this year is going virtual. So by virtual, it'll be online. My thought is I was going to lease out my spin bikes. So I'll have a price. It'll be like a season's pass. I'm going to lease out my spin bikes, and then I'm going to give you a code?
Yep.
Or a link where you can tune into the spinning.
For live stream.
Yeah, for live stream. And then I'm probably going to store them somewhere, maybe on a YouTube site. So if you don't have time to join in on the live version, you can go on the, archive version.
On demand.
On demand. So right now we're thinking, and I'd really like your feedback on that.
Comment below.
And of course, if you have your own spin bike, we're going to have a package for you too. So you don't have to lease my bike. If you have your own bike, we'll have a package for that too. You can tune in, and we'll keep the same schedule. So Kirsten on Monday, myself on Thursday and Sunday, and we'll take it. That'll be the beginning, and then we'll take it from there.
But really important for you to let us know your interest, and if it's something that you would be willing and wanting to do, especially over the winter months. So live, online, group cycling classes, on demand, or seasons pass.
Yes.
If you have a trainer, if you have your own bikes.
That's important for the feedback again, because there are the costs involved with the gym. And believe me, we don't need another cost right now to get this up and running. And so I really appreciate feedback.
Okay, so before we get into the back attack. 5 more questions.
Okay.
If I can remember all 5. It might be 4.
Okay.
And then, just quickly answer so that people can get to know you a little better.
Okay.
Okay, number 1. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had my Power Super Ken shake.
Sounds pretty intense. Now, is this the same shake that you had me try or make
No.
when we first started dating?
I wanted to make you Ken's Super Shake, but you wanted peanut butter and toast.
Right? So delicious.
So you did not have Ken's Power Shake.
Well, at that time, I was not used to drinking my breakfast, and you know me, I love peanut butter. So
It's all about being efficient. You want to get everything you can as fast as you can.
Okay.
All right.
Number 2, when you're working out,
Yes.
who are you listening to? Who's on your playlist?
John Mayer. I like
We love John Mayer.
moderate level music, so there's soft and there's like really fast. I like somewhere in the middle. It keeps me kind of stable during my workout.
All right. We love John Mayer. Number 3, choice between popcorn or sour cream and onion chips.
I'm a chip addict,
You love chips.
but I only have chips twice a year. Well, maybe 3-4 times a year. And the reason is not because I'm crazy, oh my God, if I have a chip, I'll die. But I don't have chips too often because I want it to be kind of a special moment when I have the chips. So sour cream and onion, very special day.
Birthday.
But on the weekend, cycling season, I need to get some more calories. We usually have a bag of popcorn on Saturday nights.
And I don't share my popcorn.
And I don't share my chips. But to answer your question, chips.
He loves chips, and he makes a big mess when he eats his chips too.
I get it 4 times a year. Believe me, I'm excited.
He savors them. Okay, so what is for dinner tonight?
Tonight, I'm making you my special.
What's that?
Ken's Power Shake.
I'm not having a power shake for dinner.
So, Kiris, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes, what's that?
Kiris, honey,
Yeah.
you know I love you. What's for supper?
So tonight, I'm going to make you spaghetti with sun-dried tomatoes, and of course, you're gonna have your protein, so that's gonna be chicken.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little Parmesan cheese.
Are you going to put the little special ingredient?
Love.
Yes. So my mom, when I was growing up, she would always say, put something special in your meal today. And I'd say, what's that, Mommy? And she'd always say a little bit of love.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next question. What are you, and I guess we, what are we watching on Netflix right now?
Oh, Cobra Kai.
Yes, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Gosh. Okay, next.
We're watching that documentary on the Challenger. That's so intriguing.
That's really
When
interesting.
the O-rings broke, and yeah, we all know what happened there. Very, very, very good show.
It's a good documentary for
And
sure.
we're also watching a zombie
Black Summer.
Black Summer. That's like, these are fast zombies. So they're not like slow zombies. These zombies, they're fast.
Yes, they run pretty quickly. But we
Can't open the door though, but
No.
they're fast.
thing is with zombies is that, well, me personally, I have to be in the mood to watch zombies
Yeah.
because it's pretty intense and it kind of scares me sometimes. And yeah, don't scare me. Okay, so is there anything else before we move on?
No, I'm good.
You're good.
I am.
Okay,
I'm ready. I'm
He's
ready to
ready.
show you guys my favorite back exercise.
Okay, well then let's get to it.
All right, so on that note, we'll see you soon.
Run! Run!
All right, my top 5 back exercises. The pull down has to be number 1. So the pull down is an exercise that'll make your lats wider, and it's probably the first exercise someone should do when it comes to back. So if you're a beginner, the lat pull down should definitely be in your workout. So it should be in your workout actually from beginner, intermediate to advanced. Okay, so the lat pull down, you want to get a mid grip. You don't want to go too wide because then the range of motion is too short. And you don't want to go in too narrow because that involves a little bit too much bicep. So to get the lats, you want to go pretty well where the bump is on the bar. From there, you're positioning yourself so that you're right under the bar. You don't want to be over here. That's an advanced technique to hit the mid back. Right now, we want to get the lats. So from there, you're pulling down to your collarbone and you're releasing. Pull down to the collarbone and release. Also, when you're doing this, you want to go until she ain't moving no more. So your last rep should look something like this. Then you're done. So that's my first exercise, the lat pull down. And if you're training at FFA, it's machine number 8. All right, so my second favorite back exercise is the hammer pull down. So we've done the pull down, which is a straight up and down. This one gives you an angle, so you're kind of pulling like this. So it gives you that special in the middle angle. So when you're doing this machine, you want to make sure that this is up and ready to go. If you're around 5'8", you want the seat to be in the middle. So if you're shorter, a bit higher, if you're taller, a bit lower. So for me, at 5'8.5", I'm gonna put it in the middle. From there, you wanna grab it with a reverse grip like this. So you don't wanna grab it like this, you wanna grab it like this. You sit down, you lift both knees at the same time, now you're locked in. At that point, your chest is on the pad, so it should never come off the pad, always on the pad. From there, you're pulling in and you're releasing right away. Now I go right until my arms are right about straight, and I keep constant tension on the muscle. So I'm not going up here, I'm keeping my back arched, I'm driving back and again, driving back and again. Now this exercise was never meant to do this. So if you're over here in the left field, you're totally not getting the exercise. Feel the weight and come back with it. Feel the weight, come back with it. So that's exercise number 2, the hammer strength lat pull down. Machine number 20 if you're training at FFA. All right, my next exercise is gonna be a seated row. Now I remember when I was young, I used to look at all the magazines, and I'll never forget, there was one article on back training, and it said, I quote, "If you want your back to grow, you gotta row." I'll never forget that. So this is the row. This works the rhomboids, thickens up the back. It's a must-have in every routine. So if you're a beginner intermediate, you should be doing the pull down and the row. All right. So on my machine, you grab the handle. I like a handle that's 7 inches from end to end. That's my favorite handle. So from there, I'm putting my feet up here. I'm arching my back, and then I'm pulling in like this. I'm keeping constant tension on the muscle, just like this. A common mistake is guys are over here, and then they're pulling like this. Well, all that's training is your traps, and it's not even training them well. You gotta be up here, a big arch, pull in and release. Pull in and release. So that's exercise number 3 of my favorite back exercise. All right, so my next exercise is done on my crossover pulley. What's cool about FFA is when I bought the crossover, I double stacked the weight so that I could do some back exercises here. So this one's kind of a hybrid. It gives you a very unique angle. So you want to make sure that the pulley is all the way to the top, and you use the nylon straps. So from there, you're gonna sit down with your feet up on here. You're gonna get about a 30-degree angle, and you're gonna row in like this. Remember to stay on the lats and just row so your back can grow. And if you wanna do a cool dismount, one of these is always super cool. So that's number 4 of my favorite back exercises. All right, for my next exercise, maybe you guys have been wondering, if you train here at FFA, what these things are. Well, I actually made these so that we could do this particular exercise. So you want to put your pulley about number 16, okay? It could even be a notch lower at number 17. From there, you want to attach the nylon handles, but to the lower level. You want to put that right here, okay? Then this guy is notched so that it fits right here. From there, you're gonna back your bench up a tiny little bit. You're gonna put your feet right here. So this stabilizes you. You're grabbing the handles, you're sitting upright, then you're rowing in like this. Now this exercise is great for thickening the mid-back and the rhomboid. So there you have it. We'll call that the special row. My next exercise, well, if you're gonna talk about back, you gotta talk about chin-ups. So my next exercise is the chin-up. There are 3 ways to do chin-ups. Now I have tendonitis in my forearm, so I can't do this way. So way number 1 would be pulling up like this. Way number 2 would be to pull up like this, like high school chin-ups. And way number 3 would be pulling up like this. We'll call that neutral grip. So I'm gonna show you how to do the neutral grip. So this bench also works to get you up here. The neutral grip is right here. You wanna go from a full hang, and you wanna pull yourself up. All the way down, full hang, back up. Chin-ups are more of an advanced exercise because they're a little difficult. So that's why we start with the pull down. The pull down's a little easier, you can selectorize your weight, but once you get strong enough, give pull-ups a shot. So my next exercise is the one-arm dumbbell row, another staple. So every advanced, intermediate weight trainer, bodybuilder should be doing the one-arm row. You want to position yourself like this on the bench. You don't want to be all bent over like this, so you have to arch up. You grab a dumbbell, and from there, you're rowing like this. Constant tension on the muscle. So you don't want to drop down and take it off the muscle just to bring it back up again. So like this, boom, boom. So what you don't want to do is boom and then throw it up like this. Well, then you're doing nothing. Like this. A little thing about the one-arm row. Most people want to do the 125s on this. And I was the same. When I was young, there's no internet. All you got was magazines. And when the bodybuilders would do a photo shoot, they'd use the biggest weights possible. So as a young weight trainer, I wanted to kind of mimic them. And then I saw a video of Lee Haney. And in the video, he said, it was like he was talking to me. He says, I bet you use the 125s when you do one-arm dumbbell row. And I'm like, oh my God, he's talking to me. And he says, I'm Mr. Olympia. Then he flares his back. And he says, and I only use the 70s. So then he demonstrated him like that. So I was all over the place, just racking it. And he's the guy who made me lower my weight to half and do them right. So remember, it's not about the dip and roll, it's about continuous tension on the lats. All right, for my next back exercise and the last one in this series, we're gonna do the landmine row. I put in the landmine row, it's a great exercise, but I find that a lot of people are doing it wrong. So when you do the landmine, rule number 1 is put 25s on. Of course, if you're super strong and you're using the whole stack, well then you can put the 45s. But for everybody else, we can use the 25s. So then you grab a triangle like this. I like the 7-inch one, and you choke it up here. Now, before I get to that, notice that we have a landmine attachment on the Rogue rig. So you put the bar in there, you get over here, and from there, you roll like this. Now, the mistake I see people is they're over here and they're doing this. So this only works your traps. It's not really good on your back. Get down. Get to the same angle as the bar and then row it in from there. This will really work your mid-lats. They're hard to hit. This is an excellent exercise to hit. One word of caution on this exercise, as good as it is, it's a bit hard on the lower back. So if you're somebody who has lower back injury or slip disc or a ton of other things, maybe this exercise isn't for you. So that wraps up the series on my favorite back exercises. Yes, there's a lot more back exercises and a lot of them are very, very good, but these are my favorite. So if you're a beginner, start with the pull down. Intermediate, pull down, seated row. More advanced bodybuilder, you want to get the hard to develop mid lats. So you want to do more row shots, movements. So I would say that a beginner should do the pull down 3 sets of about 10 reps. Intermediate, bring in the row for 3 sets of each exercise. And then more advanced, add 2 more exercises. I like to do 2 pull down motions and 2 row motions. I do between 2 and 3 sets per exercise for a total of 8 to 12 sets for the whole muscle group. Now back is a special muscle group because it's so big, so I do a little bit more sets. I wouldn't do 12 sets for triceps, but because back is such a big group, you have to give it more angle. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll be back next time with my favorite arm exercises. So until then, stay tuned to the FFA and the Ken Clement Fitness channel. See you soon.